Hi everyone, I'm Grace from 12 Points Academy and welcome back to our series on raising financially fit children. This is part one where we're going to be diving into how to talk about money with your kids. To begin, money is a tool, but we have to be mindful of how we use it because it's really going to be reflecting our deeper values. Before we jump into the how, we really need to talk about the why. Some things you can consider here are what your hopes are for your kids and their relationship with money. Do you want them to value experiences over material things? Maybe something that's important to you is going on a family trip every year or volunteering together as a way to learn about giving back. Thinking about how much financial support you want to provide to your kids is another important piece. Will they get an allowance? Are you going to help with the cost of college? The goal here really is to create a balance between offering financial support and fostering financial responsibility. As a recent college graduate myself, I saw reflected in my peers just how difficult it is for parents to decide between handing everything over to their children or sending them straight out to learn on their own without much guidance, and it can be a really fine line to walk. But we do have some recommendations for ways in which you can help to foster a healthy foundation for financial responsibility. First off, you want to teach your kids your own family values and point out when things do and don't align with them. For example, if you value experiences over material possessions, you can discuss this when making purchasing decisions. Next up is talking about ways in which money is used. Explain to your kids how you personally budget for things like groceries, housing, bills, and savings. This transparency can be really crucial in helping your kids to understand the bigger picture. And last here, you want to practice saying no. Well, this can be really difficult for some parents. Eventually, your kids will learn to say it for themselves, and they'll start to understand the power in making educated decisions. Don't be afraid of saying, we can't afford this in a way that's honest and age appropriate. Finally, we're going to be talking about some resources that your kids will need beyond just savings. While financial literacy is key, it goes beyond just understanding a balance sheet. And we can think of these resources as three types of capital. The first up is human capital, and this is about skills, talents, and education. Do you value characteristics such as hard work, following a passion, or giving back to the community? Helping them to develop these values will set them up for success. Next is social capital, and this is about your family network, your community connections, and the goodwill that you've built. Surrounding your kids with positive, supportive people strengthens their foundation. And as I like to think about it, you are who you surround yourself with, and that can be a really important lesson growing up. Last is financial capital, and this is the more traditional stuff like savings and understanding the basic financial concepts. Teaching them how money works will help your kids to make smart choices regarding it. These are just some starting points to consider when talking about money with your kids. And in the next video, we're going to be exploring some practical strategies for making these conversations both age appropriate and engaging. We'd love to know what some of the values you intend to pass on to your children. And again, thank you for joining us, and we will see you next time for more on raising financially responsible and empowered kids.